Hi guys, welcome to Storytime Sunday. We have unfortunately had to start this a couple times, but here we are, and we are going to get started with this. It will not be as loud as it was before. So without further ado, I'm going to start our book, which is Once Upon a Goat by Dan Richards with pictures by Eric Barclay. And this was actually a recommendation from Abby over at the Briar Patch, so this is fun. Once Upon a Goat. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, a king and queen wished for a child. Yes, but where would we put it? Asked the king. Next to the vase on the hearth, naturally, replied the queen. Or beside the roses in the garden, the king added. Oh, yes, perfect, agreed the queen. One day, their fairy godmother stopped by for a visit. Tell me what you desire, she said. We'd like to start a family, said the king. We're not particular, said the queen. Glowing skin, bright eyes, and hair like ocean waves would do. Said their fairy godmother. A boy would be great, said the king, but any kid will do. Of course, answered their fairy godmother. Look on your doorstep when the moon is full. At the next full moon, the king and queen ran to the door. Let it be a boy, said the king. With hair like ocean waves, said the queen. Bah! Said the goat. I wanted a baby, said the queen. It's my fault, wailed the king. I said any kid would do, but I never meant this. Look at that cute little goat. It's a cool little goat. Reluctantly, the king and queen brought the little beast into their home. Look on the bright side, said the king. We can still hold it like a baby. It has a goatee, replied the queen. Well, we won't need to change its diapers, said the queen. That's disgusting, replied the king. At least it loves the royal roses, said the king. That's it. It has to go, commanded the queen. I guess we're better off now, said the queen, sadly. A stand had to be taken for the roses, replied the king. Of course, said the queen. They took the little goat away. That night, it rained hard. It's not your fault we were given a goat, said the queen. Not our fault at all, added the king. And yet, I wonder if we were right to send the little fellow away on such a blustery night. Clearly, he lacks the good sense to find shelter. I suppose he could come in for just a bit to dry off. He looks hungry, said the king. Maybe we could share a nibble or two from our meal. It's late. We can hardly send him away now, said the Queen. He shall have to stay in our room for the night. It's only for one night, said the King. Oh, look at the cute little goat. Tenley, look at the cute little goat. Oh, goodness gracious. One night turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Before long, their fairy godmother returned for a visit. How is everything? Wonderful, replied the King and Queen. Perfect. May I see the child? Isn't he darling? Said the King. A blessing, added the Queen. You must be joking, said their fairy godmother. It's a goat. Yes, left on the doorstep when the moon was full, just like you said. Uh-oh, said their fairy godmother. I'll be right back. Oh dear. Oh, this is for the best, really. She gave the baby to the goats, and the goat to the humans. My sincere apologies for the misunderstanding. I'll just return the goat, and that will be that. Wait, said the Queen. Perhaps there's an alternative, said the King at last. Yes, I see your point, said their fairy godmother. The baby loved the goat, and the goat didn't want to leave the humans. And the humans loved the goat too. What do you think an alternative would be? Well, here is our answer. Let's bring the goats to live with the humans. Well, said the King, not exactly the family we wished for. No, replied the Queen. Even better. To Arthur, please stop eating the roses. And there you go, guys. That was Once Upon a Goat by Dan Richards and pictures by Eric Barclay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Storytime Sunday this week. I will turn this off and it will go right back up immediately so you guys can watch it from the beginning if you'd like. As always, thank you for joining me. And I'm glad you guys liked it. Now you can watch from the beginning so you can see the beginning of the story and what happens. In the meantime, you guys have a fantastic week. I will see you next Sunday. We're actually doing a book that we've done before, plus another book. We're doing 2 books next weekend. We're doing The Gruffalo, which was one of my favorites, and The Gruffalo's Child right after that. So it'll be a little bit longer, but a lot of rhyming fun. I love these books so much, so we're going to have a lot of fun. In the meantime, guys, make sure to celebrate your local bookseller. Go and visit them. Get some awesome recommendations, just like I did with Miss Abby giving me Once Upon a Goat for this week. See what your local bookseller will recommend for you. Always be creative, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.